Man, I'm walking different, talking different. Loved ones see the difference. I'm untalkative and distant. I guess I'm seeing true colors. Stealing this for suckers. Deport the Jerry Hellers and the Busters. Salute the good fellas and the hustlers.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? Listen, I'm excited. Muffin's the Continental Delight. He's still on his work bullshit. He usually introduces, so I'm not going to take his spot. I'm going to let this brother introduce himself, because if I don't, if I introduce, that's my job, bro. What the fuck? I'm supposed to say whatever. So please, my brother, because I'm not allowed to introduce nobody, can you introduce yourself?
For sure. Hailing from Stockton, California, it's Big Pusha Elliott Ray, brother.
Yo, all right. So with the name Big Pusha, now this is what I get excited about. No Diddy pause, because I know there's some weirdos out there. Where does the name Big Pusha come from? Because it feels like I understand. If you can't answer it, I don't want you to answer it if that's what it's coming from.
Like, so I initially wasn't even gonna go the route that I'm currently on. When I first started out, like I was trying to step away from it. Oh, what's good? What's good? What's happening?
What's going on?
He came in late. There's no what's happening. Fuck that.
Hold up. Just
what do you mean, hold up? He's talking about his name, Big Pusha. We just started.
Hold up.
Can I get his name first?
I said one thing, bro. One thing. I misplaced.
What I tell you?
I misplaced my glasses. I see three of you guys right now, so I'm gonna stay at the one in the middle.
There's no one in the middle, fool.
So just in case, I'm sticking to the one in the middle. So if my eyes I start going cockeyed, you know why.
You know how mad rude you are right now? We literally just started. I hit the music. I asked him about Big Pusha. You come in also, yo, what's up? Nah, you don't get it.
It's your fault. This is your fault.
My fault. You late.
Hey, people work.
All right, keep working. So it's something that I initially like wasn't even gonna like touch on or tap into, but shout out to one of my coaches, Juicy Finau. I was talking to him about with it, Juicy Finau. Shout out to him. He was like, we know who you are. Let the world know who you are. Lean into who, you know what I'm saying, to where you come from. And so without stepping over no lines, hey, no matter what it is, I got what you need. You can get served whenever and wherever. Take that how you will.
You see, now I know you're excited. You're excited. I told you I got one for you, right? I told you. I was like, yo, I got one for you. You're a big Juicy fan. I know you want to ask the question because you didn't even know. I know you didn't do your homework enough to know.
Oh, my God.
Juicy, the juicy one, baby. That was juicy.
Hey, pause. But, yo, bro, can you ask this man a question? He just said what he said, and you're a Juicy fan. At least ask, what's it like training with him? Do I gotta ask your question?
Oh man,
no, man. Now you know, I got questions, man. I got questions, brother. Yo, my bad. I came in late, man.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, you hit the ground running. You feel me?
Yeah, man. But like the chef said, man, how is it training with somebody like Juicy? His style of wrestling. Because he's been hitting hard in the independents for a while. I mean, right. he's been putting in that work for a long time. So how is it coming in with somebody like him? His style being what I like to call, a big mama jamma guy like himself. Showing you the power moves and stuff like that. Does he hit you running right from the beginning, or does he stage you slowly and build you up, or how does he does his work?
All right. So before we even get out to that, like shout out to Oasis Pro in Berkeley, California. That's home base for me. That's my dojo where I train at right now. So the coaching staff there is so diverse. Sean Sims, who's a mainstay in Northern California, Alpha Zoe, who's been getting it at a global level now, and then you got the South Pacific Savages, which include the Fatus, Journey and Jacob, Sefa Parisi, and lastly, Juicy Finau. Them Polynesians don't play, dog. And I stand 6'4", 299. So it's rare when I can come into a room and not be the biggest man there. So like Juice just automatically has a presence and a factor to him that's just you can't prep for that. Um, One of the kindest men that I've dealt with, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. That Samoan and Tongan mentality, like it's not even a move set or like a wrestling style. There is a mentality to how these boys do things and how they teach and how they train. Um, it's invaluable, irreplaceable coaching. As much as it can be difficult, as much as I've been stretched within the past year that I've been with Oasis, it's been some of the best that I could have gotten. How to work for my size and make the most use of it. I have no words for it. So shout out to Juice, shout out to SPS, and shout out to the rest of the Oasis training staff because they done got me right.
Nice, nice,
See, and
nice, nice.
the crazy part is he's only 1 year in. And I was telling him before we went on, like if you look at his work, there's a comfortableness, and I guarantee you that's from the how they're prepping him, right? Because his ring awareness and the way he's coming in, he knows how to like work a crowd. A lot of guys less than a year wouldn't even know how to do it. So the training they're doing has him on another level. Um, so you rudely came in, and I know we were talking about the big pusher now. At your sides, did you play like football or something?
A little bit of football and a little bit of hooping when I was like in grade school. Um, it's funny because like I've had the height, but I used to be a beanpole dog. Like the size didn't really come in until like later. You feel me? Um, but yeah, I played a little bit of ball when I was, you know what I'm saying, when I was still in school. It just never really stuck. I don't know why.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now, have you seen the year that you've been in when you started to how it is now? Have you seen a progression in the business where you're saying, I like where this is going? Or do you think you hit bumps on the road and have you said to yourself, this needs to change for somebody that's coming after me? Or do you think now things are getting better for folks to get into the business, more respect, more the training is better, or
I honestly feel that the business is in a really good place right now. There's a lot of stories about how good old boyish and how like there's a level of hazing or you have to like go through certain bullshit to get up there. But I feel that in my experience, um, there's been a lot of good strides made to be welcoming while still having a level of having a standard. Show up ready to work, you know what I'm saying? Work hard and sometimes be ready to sacrifice, but ultimately like I've been in locker rooms and for the most part like it's been dope experiences between promoters and talent alike. I've I'm blessed to say that I've made good connections within the past year.
awesome.
Now, he also, and I agree with talking with him. He also worked MLW as security, which we cover MLW pretty heavy. Um, you took a crazy shot. I give you credit because, like I was saying, when we were watching it, we were like, "Damn, that motherfucker took a shot!" Right? Like having to be this guy. I was like, "Yo, this is fucking nuts!" Right? Like, so what was that
Dog,
experience like with MLW?
brother, I look, people tell me I don't need to be hustling no more. You need to get you a day job, get you some 9 to 5 straight work. No, I'm not doing that no more. Working a square job got me booted by Dijak. I can't do that. I cannot do that no more. But outside of that, it was a really dope experience being there. Getting to see how they do things and seeing how things were different at that level, but also how much things were the same. Um, it's good to know that like the things that I'm learning where I'm at translate at a bigger stage.
Hell yeah.
Now, the training that you've been doing and you're in, um, where do you see yourself like in the next couple of years? Do you think that maybe you'll be hitting some different countries in the next year or two? Do you think you're still not there yet to go out and
Why you gonna ask him a question like that? He
hey
gotta
man,
be on his humble shit. Like
mind,
he can't be
hey
like,
man,
yeah, motherfucker,
mind your
I'm gonna be
business,
over here.
mind your
Come
business,
on, man.
mind your business. I'm talking to
He's
the
trying
man
to
right
do the
now.
interview the right way,
Hey
and you
man,
trying to fucking throw him a loaded
hey
question.
man, mind your business. It's my turn. We
Oh no,
take
it's
turns.
all hey, it's all good. It's all
Thank you,
good.
thank
I like pressure. Um, it's honestly a good question in that like
you. It's a
this
good
is
question. He said.
yeah, this is where you paint the roadmap at. Within the next two or three, on one hand, I just say, oh yeah, I'm open to whatever, I'm open to whatever. But like again, just making the most of my rookie year. Like I'm based out of Northern California. I've taken trips down to SoCal. I know there was mention of Imagine Pro Wrestling. They're mainly out of SoCal. Being able to work with them has been dope. Just a week or two ago, I was out in New Jersey. Shout out to City Fights Pro. They were able to make their way out east from California to do a show out there. Like I'm really just trying to paint wherever I can tap into, both as a solo act and with whoever I can bring with me. I've got a collective that I work with and that I break bread with. I'm hoping to see how many doors we can open by ourselves and as a group. I dog, the world is wide open for me, and to I could easily just say, oh yeah, we'll just see what happens. But bro, an international tour somewhere would be amazing. The UK scene is beautiful. I think that would be a good stretch for me stylistically because like I'd have to I'd like to see how I can adjust to how they do things out there. As a fan of Japanese wrestling, I'd love to be able to do that as well. To mention another coach of mine, Alpha Zoe, he's done a Japan tour and he did not come back the same. Um, I'd love to have that experience.
We don't want to see you, Chuff.
No, I don't know why I just did that. I
Oh.
was trying to go with him, and it went to myself on some dumb
Nobody
shit.
want to see that
Listen, I'm
mug.
new to.
Nobody want to see that mug, bro. I'm telling you.
Stop fucking playing. I'm one of the hottest motherfuckers in the game. Stop playing with
Yeah,
me.
I
As
have
old
met.
as I
Tell
am,
him,
I'm still on my
you
DQ
tell
shit.
him, talk your
Still
shit.
on my DQ shit. Fuck
Look,
that shit. Trying to talk
look,
to me all crazy. You must be out your
you,
fucking mind.
look, you see how disrespectful it is. Always the shortest guy on the podcast, standing at 5'6".
I mean, I can't fucking
With
help.
the
I'm
biggest bark,
5'8". What you want
with the
from me?
biggest bark here, 5'6". He think he all that. Come on,
All
man.
right.
Stature
So
6'5", you feel me?
Well, and
so
he's 6'5", but in reality he's like 5'4".
I keep getting shorter right
Yeah,
now.
shorter.
In a few, I'm gonna be on the fucking spectrum. So listen, I know you spoke about hitting like breaking bread with your crew and everything. Your crew actually beat up one of our homies. Like Papa Esco took a
Oh,
beating by you
are we
guys.
getting into it? Are we getting
I
into
got to
it?
ask. I wasn't gonna say nothing until you bring up the crew. So I was like, oh, I gotta ask. Like what?
All right.
Why?
So
Why couldn't it be a
let's
fair one?
yeah, let's address the bodega-sized elephant in the room, right? Uh, so fun fact: Papo Esco was my first coach.
Nice.
My first coach.
Wow.
Um, so again, shout out to Oasis. They helped. They definitely helped me like refine and fine tune things and get like the little things together. Papo Esco was the initial building blocks uh, for how I wrestle. So I will give the devil his due. He taught me a lot of the fundamentals, and I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in without the year or two that I spent under his learning tree.
Shout out to Big Papo Esco, baby.
Yeah,
House, baby. Mask up.
Somewhere.
Yeah, but they robbed his house.
Hey, somewhere along the way, I don't know. Maybe he just felt threatened. Maybe there was some professional jealousy, if you will. But
hold
on. Here we are. But outside of that, yes, I absolutely respect him both for what he's done for himself and what he has done as a coach. He got me here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he can't be that bad, right? If he got you here, right?
No. It's still screw that guy. But professionally, I'll give him his props.
He's gonna be careful, man. He's gonna rob your house next.
No, I don't know. I don't remember. Hold on. All right. So let's just play the game the right way. So as we've seen it, Papa Esco talks crazy. That's the big homie. We know him, right?
Yes, sir.
He talked crazy.
Yes,
Man
sir.
came, shut him up. Him and his people put the beats to him, right? So they robbed Papo's house. Papo's rolling dolo right now. So he ain't robbing nobody's house. And no disrespect, I know he's going to see it. That's the big homie. But until he actually comes back and puts the work on these guys, they're up 1-0.
Hey, he just got to make 1 or 2 phone calls, and the bodega is back robbing people.
But those phone calls haven't been made.
Hey, man,
And right now, he took a beating.
Hey, man, look.
Do you know what he's doing?
Look.
I think these brothers have the number game, and I think they don't give a fuck. So right now, they one love, and Papa Esco is going to have to do something, but he took his ass whooping.
Hey.
So now we get to sit here and talk to the man who beat the shit out of him,
hey.
and there's no retaliation. So right now, he's looking fucking marvelous right now, feeling good.
That part.
They put the work to him, and nothing happened.
Hey, man, look. The bodega has been an institution. I know it ain't going nowhere no time soon, but my block is anywhere I say it is, and anywhere that me and my people stand on.
Somebody talking heavy. Talking heavy.
He's a boss. What you want him to do? He's a boss. He just said everywhere I go is my block. I run shit.
Somebody talking heavy. I don't know, man.
Ask him a fucking question because right now you look real salty, bro. You look salty as fuck. You wasn't ready for that kind of answer, and you're like, man, this motherfucker is slaying right now.
I'm right now flabbergasted right now. I don't even know what to say, bro.
Okay? So do I have to carry you like usual?
Yeah, one more question. I just get one more because I'm still trying to get myself together here, man. I'm still trying.
Even if I got the best question. Yo, what's it like being interviewed by a guy who don't even know how to ask you questions?
Whatever, man. At least I'm not 5'4".
I think he froze up.
Oh.
Got the $1 million smile on.
Yeah, no, right? He froze right smiling. He probably just smiling right there on purpose right now. He just stuck there like, yeah, I'm studying on you guys. Hey, man, I'm sorry, but robbing the bodega and broad daylight, that's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Jump back in. Hold on.
Yeah. Robbing the bodega during daylight is crazy right now, bro.
But you know what's crazy? Like I was telling him in just a year, like going through his social media to find out information. You know how we do, and we're gonna talk to these wrestlers and all that.
You got to do
like, yo, he's got a fucking level of confidence and relax that it surprised me. But then, obviously, being trained by Juicy and them, you could tell that there's a serious work ethic. It's not just some random guys who open the gym, and you know what I mean. So I think that's the dope part about it, where we see the elevated of him.
Yeah. And it's good when they're getting trained by guys who are actually still out there, grinding out like Juicy is, because Juicy's been grinding out for what, 10, 15 years. The man's been out there. So look at that. Yeah. He went back to the house right now. Do you see him?
Hey,
he's ready to rob your boy's house.
Wait, my phone got a little too hot from all this shit I've been talking. So apparently,
see that? He ran from the car to the house. Because even
Gee.
though the bodega is around the corner, you hear the music, you hear the rock bodega.
Oh man. Look, look. Anytime, any place, anywhere. Um, I know Imagine is home base for him, and he's been there a little bit longer than I have, but I suspect that I'll be there soon to handle business. So
Oh
we're gonna
shit.
see how this rock.
I was going to ask you because I would like to ask this type of question. It's a weird question, but when you started, did you before you started wrestling, did you have some type of diet before you started wrestling? And a year in, has your diet changed? Like
Um,
what you consume on a regular basis before you
mm,
started wrestling to how you are now?
funny enough, I tell people wrestling saved my life because I didn't have anything going on. No diet, no regimen, no nothing. And I'd known for some years, like, you gotta, I'm saying, you gotta get something in, you gotta start doing something. And you, as many people know how it is, you try and get that routine going. Maybe you find something that works for you. Maybe it don't hold up. But for me personally, I had a hard time finding something that stuck and something that would keep me motivated. I start seeing like flyers and ads for wrestling schools in my area, and I'm up here thinking, okay, two birds with one stone. You feel me? You not getting no younger, and maybe this is something that will force you to change your habits because I wasn't in a good way where I was at when I first started. So it was more me signing up and getting tapped into it and having that be my reason to get it in and hit the gym and figure things out from there. So, that the year of working that I've been doing now, and then like the year plus of training that I was doing prior to that, like it's still, you know what I'm saying, it's still a process, but definitely a significant difference. And I will forever be thankful for, again, my trainers and the programs that they put me through and the training that I went into in order to get to where I am now. Long way to go, but a long way I've come.
So I think a question I like to ask, and it's kind of a common question when you do these. Um, Obviously, you like wrestling, right? So, like, who was the guy when you were small or whatever that said, whenever you got that inspiration or passion for it, who was the guy that you were like, yo, this is what I want to do. I want to be this guy.
Easy. So as a kid, Sting and Diamond Dallas Page watching WCW, that's
Damn.
what initially got me into wrestling.
Nice,
Um, I got to meet DDP at WrestleCon
nice,
um, for Mania weekend this year, and I
nice.
no words. Um, as an adult, I it was a mix of people. I definitely like your more technical, like strong style guys. Danielson, then finding out about New Japan, looking at Shibata, Nakamura. Um, I'm a fan of that brand of wrestling in particular, and that's when it really started clicking. Like, okay, you don't just like this. This like let me be a part of this.
DDP and Sting, man, that's got to be some shit right there, man. And then
Uh,
now, how was that meeting DDP? Like, I mean, was it everything that you thought it was gonna be, or was it more like, holy shit?
um, better, honestly. Like, I you hear about cats in the industry and how, sometimes you have a don't meet your heroes moment.
Yep.
Not at all with Paige. Um, at a busy ass WrestleCon, he took the time out, especially once I told him, like, bro, like, you're the reason why I'm even into this. Like, sharing stories with me, like relating to me because of both my size and like things to parts of my journey that resemble his. And he really sat there and like chopped it up and gave genuine advice, and I'm grateful beyond words for that.
Nice.
Damn. So I know we're less than a year in. We're just under a year. But right now, do you feel like there's a belt coming around that corner? Like, does it feel like there's something lined up where you're like,
Man,
if you're not gonna put me in position, I'm gonna take my position?
I mean that's what it's been from jump. Like uh, humbly, I'll take whatever opportunity I can
Yeah.
get, but ultimately, like you're not in this business if you're not successful in this business if you don't have some level of ego and some level of entitlement. So this year has been testing the waters, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing how everything is. Like you get a lay of the yard, you feel me? And
Yep.
okay, this is how to move here, this is the politics over there. Um, Year one has been calibrating and figuring things out. Year two, I'm on ass. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
look, I'm coming for the check and I'm coming for gold. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not leaving without both.
Hey, that's the fuck I'm talking about. Now, I know you say you break bread with your crew, and this is the one thing that I love about fucking crews and shit, but I hate that people do. The one thing I tell you, it's for you and all your people. I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Everywhere you go, rock that brand. You know what I mean? Like, let everybody know this is the fucking movement because you see people who they're in a group, but they only wear it when they're kind of in a tag match or whatever. Nah, let the fucking unit go everywhere. If you're in fucking Jersey, it's in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Post
Mhm.
it everywhere because that's the best way to show everybody, yo, we're built different. We're not like all these other cats that they try to act like they're a fucking unit. We a unit.
That part. Um, and this is where I shamelessly plug. Shout out to the Kingpins Collective, TKC Wrestling on Instagram. Um, this has been something that me and my peoples have been working on since before we were even cleared to wrestle. You know what I mean?
Right?
Because we had a vision of, everybody wants to talk about, oh yeah, we gonna take over. We gonna,
Mm-hmm.
bruh, we just, my brother in arms, King Francis. I hope we can sit down. You know what I'm saying? Sit down with the both of us at some point and talk shop. Um, he's my dog. And because even though he's a little more bullheaded than I am, me and him both understand like we want to be in a position where we can do things our way and call our own shots, not just some, oh yeah, we just want to sit at the top. It's it, there's people who want money and then there's people who want freedom to be able to move around and just be who they need to be and be comfortable without compromise. So
Yeah.
I feel like within the past year, me and him have solidified ourselves both on the singles front and both on the team front. We've just recently picked up speed in that regard. We are, you know what I'm saying, we are expanding and spreading out, which led to uh him kicking the door in at Imagine the last time you seen me when we was minking up Papo. Like I'm very proud of where we've come, and I appreciate the fact that we both have our lanes and they intersect plenty enough to where we can make things happen on multiple fronts.
Yeah, because I think the dopest part about it, like what we love doing this for, and I'm gonna speak for him, and I know like no goofy gimmick shit. We love people seeing their stories. Like it's one thing if you come in and you podcast and you already got the Stone Colds or whatever, you know that story. You grew up with it, but we don't know your story. So to be able to watch the chapter from when you open that first fucking page of the book and then you just keep seeing that story go and go and go, I would love to see more. And I want to see the faction grow. I want to see you grow because the more we see your story, the more we sit back and we have fun doing these because we're like, yo, this brother out here, remember when it started from here? And now look. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I want people to be able to tell their story because if somebody could sit there tell their story at a super high level, I'm not talking WWE. I'm saying where they have, like you said, that freedom of, yo, when we come here, this is what we do. And fan base will follow and they'll support. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I'm just talking my
Absolutely.
truth for a second. Muppets, please ask him something.
Yeah, I wanted to know, man. You say you're already year in is done. Are we going to year two? and you right now are like a sponge absorbing whatever advice you get from people that you respect and stuff like that. Has someone younger than you come up to you yet and asked you questions, like and saying, This is the guy that I admire. I want to learn from him." Has anybody done that yet?
Oh man. It's been a couple cats who said that, like, they've seen me and gotten inspired. Of course, like, people from back home, it
Yeah.
in a city where we're used to seeing either, either you in the rap game, or you might hustle a little bit, or you get the hell out. Like, I'm proud to say, like, I'm the wrestler out of my circle of people. Nobody else has touched the lane that I've touched. And people have said, like, it's cool that we now have another fold to, you
Mhm.
can be from Stockton and you can still do this or do that or do something to get out without having to do pusher activities. Um,
Yeah.
so just in that regard, absolutely. Couple fans will come up. Right now, I'd like to shout out a team at Oasis called the Islanders. Tui and Damu on Hawaii. And yes, you know that last name. Um, they're already, I mean, of course, like, we're classmates, but like, the sharpening of swords that me and them get to do, just between, like, oh yeah, this is how I do this, or this is how I do that. Oh, that's cool. Like, it's a mutual thing where they already have it in them as Polynesian wrestlers, even at the student level. Me being able to cut off from them, but also them looking at how I do things, and trying to, trying to soak up game and take up pieces. Um, me me and those two, and Gigi Furiosa, one of our other classmates, we ended up going at it back in Vegas last month at Oasis. And as much as I hated taking the L, like, it was cool seeing the process. And I feel like that's friendly rivalry. You know what I mean? And that's probably like the closest I've had so far to people soaking up the game off of me, because it's like, shit, well, they whooped my ass, so clearly something worked.
You know what though? Like, and it's what you said because from where I'm from, I'm from the hood. So when you grow
Hmm.
up, it was either play ball or hustle. You know what I'm saying? That was the only lane. To have somebody like you that people can look back, like you said, they go, "Oh shit, he's a wrestler. I could do that." Right? Like, that should be already. And it doesn't matter what year you're in. It doesn't matter if you're year 1 or 30. The fact that somebody will sit back and have an understanding where this is a lane I can get into. This is an escape. I could make it like this guy. I could try to get. I could be him. You've already influenced your community in just a short amount of time. So no matter what kind of goofy shit we could talk or have fun, yo, that's something that you could hold your hat on for the rest of your life. That you're giving people an opportunity to understand there's a way out.
And that's not lost on me.
Yeah. Muffin, ask him. Last question, because we've been chopping his ear off, and for some reason we always get the California guy stuck outside in the sun, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I can see he's already
It's
sweating. He's been sweating his ass off for a while now.
hey, not man, I ain't even gonna hold you. The weather's perfect right now. It was raining earlier, so, like, it's warm, but it's not too hot. And plus, we ain't got that humid ass wet heat that y'all got out east.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you, for yourself, do you prefer wrestling singles or tag team?
Oh man, um, I like being able to
You a
do
fucked
both. You
up
feel me?
dude, man. You
Like,
keep asking him fucked up shit.
What? Those legitimate
just
Cause
questions.
why you keep
just
doing that?
It's
just shit
legitimate
disturbing.
questions, bro.
Damn. Yeah,
Jeez.
that's what he is. He's a troublemaker, bro. Like,
Hey, man, legitimate questions.
Hey, nah, and that's real. That's
all
real.
right.
I can honestly say I enjoy both. Like, and I think part of it is just because, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm still I'm still just taking everything that comes within year one. Like being able to tag with my brothers in arms, cool. Like be like watching the chemistry build up with me and them has been dope. Being able to have tags with people who I normally wouldn't run with has been cool because like it teaches me how to be adaptive and work with everybody in all of their styles and all of their ideas that they bring to the table for how they want to get this dub. That said, hey, I can put the pause on you all by myself, and I have no problem doing that. If anything, like that poses the added challenge of it's just me. Like, let's make this happen. I know me better than you know what I'm saying. I know me better than anybody. Let's put that to the test against somebody.
See, I'm lazy, so
So
I'll be a fabulous free bird till the day I die. The less work I have to do, the better. Go in there, do the work, tag me in, and let me go in for 15, 20 seconds and let me get the hell out. Go do the work and we'll take it all in. So,
Yeah, yeah. Hey man, look, I understand it. I don't know. I think I have a thing where like I feel weird when I'm not doing work. When I feel like there's something that needs to be done, like I'm very much of the mind that like, okay, let me, you know what I'm saying, let me get in there and get it done. I know how to do it. But that also means that you gotta know when to take that ebb and flow and sit back and let somebody else handle it. Cause sometimes it, you know what I'm saying, it ain't your time. That's probably been one of the biggest things I've had to learn. Keep it simple. Don't work. You know what I'm saying? Don't overexert and don't overstretch. Know when to step back.
no, that's what's up because it's like that old school song. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
know
I
when
think
to run
I think
away,
the
you know where to hide.
I think
You
the
got
toughest part because there's a pride level to it. Yo, why you keep singing? I'm trying to talk to him and you keep singing.
we
Like,
were
what?
singing
Why?
that
What's wrong with
we were
you today?
saying, so I was singing it, popped in my head the
Why you
song.
think I
Hey,
said
I
it so
almost started.
fast so you didn't sing
I
it?
almost started, brother.
Yeah, see, he was getting into it. The sun just popped up.
Yo, I can't.
But yes, sir.
So
I'm listening.
at the end of the, I think my last question because I want to fuck with my partner real quick is there something lined up versus Papo Esco again? Because I know he's in his feelings and I want to
Bodega,
get you out on fucking with
bodega,
his feelings.
Mm.
Because look, this is what he's gonna keep doing, right? He's gonna hype the homie, but I'm just curious if there's something lined up where you're gonna put the beats to this man again and make him get in his feelings.
So, so funny enough, Papo and Imagine showed up in San Francisco like a week or two ago. I happened to be on the East Coast handling business. I understand that the Bay is my backyard, but I happen to be out of town handling business. Otherwise, I'd have pulled up and we'd have
So
probably got this thing
he
popping.
only he only pulled up because you weren't there, right?
Now that you
Is
mention
that
it,
what I heard? Because that's what I thought I heard.
Oh, that's what you said.
hmm.
That's what you said. You
So,
couldn't say that.
I'm just
hey,
saying.
look, look. I'm sure we gonna meet down the road. We have before, honestly, and it's gonna be popping like fish grease. Like again, I give him all the respect in the world as one of the men who broke me into this business. I have fashioned a lot of things after him, but I am more than ready to prove that I'm better than him, that I've surpassed him, and I have what it takes to be the new bully out here. He can have the bodega. I'll take everything else.
Well, see, you said he was the one who
God
broke you
damn.
in. Hey, Chef, you said that he was the one who broke you in. I'm saying he might be the one
I
who's
never
gonna
said
break.
that. I never
And
said
he,
that because I never said that because you're gonna try
hold
to
on,
say he never
listen,
said that and I never said
hold
that.
on,
Hold on,
listen.
no, because you're
I'm
gonna
not
try to
finished.
use a line that no one said. He didn't bring him in, so he can't take him out. Don't Don't do that old school bullshit.
Like I
He never
said,
said that.
I'm saying
He never said that. You can't use it.
He broke
can't
him in,
use
and he's probably gonna break him out. So that's what I'm saying.
No. You trying to switch it up. Man, fuck that. Listen, we talked to this man.
Saying.
He talked that shit. I'm telling you, championship gold is around this motherfucker's waist. It's just not there right now. It's about to be. You're going to see him everywhere. There's a style to him that I see. There's an aggressiveness that I understand. I'm telling you, you put some fucking respect on his name. Matter of fact, when you come in, you address him as Mr. Big Pusha, sir.
Oh, shit.
Hey, man, look.
I'm just saying.
Look, at this point, like,
sir. The bodega's coming for you, sir. Bodega.
Look,
we're not even talking about that.
I'm talking about it.
If I can put the bow on this thing the best way I can, look, I came into wrestling looking for a way to revolutionize my life and build good habits and get myself out of things that didn't serve me. After this year, I'm now looking to take everything off the table that gets put down. I'm looking for it all, brother, and I can humbly say I will earn it. I'll put in all the work that's necessary to obtain it, and we gonna see just how far this motherfucker goes.
Hey, holler.
That's what I'm talking about. So listen,
yes, sir.
Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna have his Instagram, all the social media stuff in the description. I finally learned where how to say that shit because I was all confused. So y'all know what it is, man. Like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. I hit the music earlier. Y'all know what it is, man. For the big pusher, for the guy who has no fucking respect that came in late, we out of here. Deuces.